Welcome back to another episode of Pestrogen Podcast, where things get wild fast. This week, Kandyce and Jenny battle snowstorms, wrestling tournaments, and a day where everything goes wrong. But nothing compares to their guest's story, because Pest Pro and stand-up comic Tate Jordan kicks off his appearance with a tale involving a rogue wood rat, a panicked property manager, and $50,000 worth of carpet. All before lunchtime. You'll hear how Tate went from doggy daycare to pest control to comedian performing in a tiny mountain town, and why he was once introduced as Isis Tater on stage. This and more in today's episode of Pestrogen Podcast.
It's time for the Pestrogen Podcast with your hosts, Jenny and Kandyce.
Welcome back, all my pretty pesties everywhere, to another episode of the Pestrogen Podcast. I am Kandyce Nordquist, out in, as Brad would say, the Nordwest. Very nice. Alongside with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Jenny Wilson, out in the Midwest. How you doing, Jenny? How's your week been?
I'm doing good. It's been good. We're with Trio right now. We're really getting out there in our new market. And I did a lot of apartment services this week. Lots of bed bugs. And just having lots and lots of fun,
Yeah.
freezing my ass off.
Right? You're, in part of all that, crazy snow weather that's coming in, or has come in, aren't you?
For me, it's coming in Sunday night into Monday. Yeah. Bill texted me today and said, "Hey, I'm watching the weather up there. Stay tuned. I might just tell you to stay home on Monday." And that's what I'm think's going to happen.
Probably.
I think we're getting 6 inches in my area. Them south in Indianapolis are going to get fucking smoked, though. I think they're getting a foot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
so,
insane.
yeah. Usually, me up north, I get the shitty weather and they skip it, but this time it's the other way around, so.
Serves them right.
That's right. How was your week, beautiful lady?
It wasn't too bad. Went to one of Jude's duels yesterday, and then, he's out at the wrestling coach's house right now for dinner, and then they're watching, a college wrestling duel, I guess.
That's
And
what's up.
then, I have to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, so I can bring him to the school so he can head off to another tournament this weekend. I can't wait until he has his license. One more week, less than a week, because I know he's going to pass it.
That's right.
But yeah, work-wise,
grown up.
I'm right. Work-wise, it's been typical. I felt like everything that could go wrong today went wrong.
Sorry.
It was insane. But I'm here. I'm alive. I made it. And we have
Yay.
an awesome guest today.
Yes.
Would you
I'm
like
so
to introduce
excited.
him?
Yes. Welcome, Tate Jordan. How are you today?
I am doing wonderful, ladies. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How was your day? How was your week?
It's been pretty good. I had a little situation with a rat, specifically a bushy-tailed wood rat. I had some clients coming into town today, and I had a rat invade their house. And before the property manager even called me, he decided to put his own traps out because, of course, we all love when people do that, right? And the trap nicked the rat, and it proceeded to bleed all over $50,000 worth of carpet before I even got on site. So yeah, that's how my week caught. But with a couple hours to spare before the clients came in, I caught the rat.
Nice.
Yay! That's what's up. Oh my God. That's wild.
It's always fun when you get to just be like, bam, hold it by its tail and be like, ha ha ha.
Got it.
I know I've never been a big fisher, but I can understand how fish guys do that, where they have the big picture, look at me and my bass.
Got it.
It's us and rats.
Right?
That's
I always have
awesome.
to
Yes.
take a picture with something to scale. And a lot of the time, especially if I'm going to be like putting it like on Facebook or something, I'll put like an Evo key there with it, because we all know the size of a damn Evo key. But like,
Right.
Using one of my knives or something, I have my smaller pocket knife, I have my bigger, fixed blade. So I'm like, that's not going to translate. It will for Brandon, maybe for Jenny. That's about it.
Right. That's wild, though.
It's always
But-
fun doing that.
Yeah, yeah, and it definitely feels good because I get to be able to say that the carpet was not my fault. Truly, it was, which
Yeah.
is always good.
Right. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, it's we have, anytime we do like us personally, when we do snap traps like that's on carpet or anywhere, we always put like a garbage bag underneath them, a Walmart bag, something,
Yep.
some kind of buffer.
Yep.
So if they get nicked or if they actually get captured and any body fluid decides it wants to come out, it's not going everywhere. We do it on hardwood floor too, because that's just gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
100%. And if it's a really tricky rat, like sometimes I will drill the snap traps into like a little piece of plywood, and I'll put like
Yes.
3 traps like on one piece.
Yeah, we have those too. Ours are on like course that will cut to size to fit somewhere, and sometimes it's only 2, like one facing each way. We have some that are, actually I think I have one that has like 5 on it, and the ones at the end face out, and then 2 of the inner 3 face one way and the other one faces the other way. So it's like no matter which way they're fucking coming from, they're getting hit.
Gonna get
Right.
them for sure.
Hell yeah. It's great. I love doing it like that. We also use fish stringers. Like I think it's like eagle
Okay.
claw, eagle hook, something like that. They fit perfectly through like the hole at the back of the jaws. And because then you can rig them all together for like a crawl space and, get it anchored in somewhere around like a big, sewage pipe or something sturdy, and then have however many on there. And if you do it correctly, it usually when one trap goes off, it won't set off all the others. So it's kind of
I
because
will
it
have
like
to try that sometime.
Yeah, I have a picture of one because I think I was showing Russell. But yeah, it works. It doesn't work every time. Sometimes the other ones will get set off, like I said, depending on how many you have on it. But it's pretty handy. And then with our salty air here, they don't corrode because they're made for water.
There you go. That's what's up.
That's always a bonus.
So, Tate, how did you get into pest control?
I got into pest control almost 6 years ago. I moved out to this beautiful part of the country, the western slope of Colorado. I'm about an hour away from Aspen and 2.5 hours away from Denver. And I got into pest control I feel like, as most people get into pest control, I was just looking for a job to pay the bills, and I had a local company give me a shot and teach me everything I know. And then I'm coming up on 3 years of having my own business, and I absolutely love it. I love getting to be a problem solver for people.
Awesome.
It is a really good feeling. Like, especially when they've been dealing with whatever problem it is for, they'll tell you forever. And then you go in and within like a month, it's done. You're just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Awesome.
it definitely is a good feeling. And not every client is going to appreciate us, but the ones that do appreciate us, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was my last stop today. It was random. She's getting rodents underneath her place again, and she can hear them, so she's not sleeping at night. And we can see the tracks. We've hunted it down. Can't actually find where the hell it even got in at. So we have a few extra snap traps under there because we just have some under there to begin with. But I know I was like apologizing up and down to her that we haven't caught it yet. And she's like, "It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I know it's not your fault." And I'm like, "I love you."
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Well, I got coffee.
That's fair.
My house anymore.
Right. That's probably a good thing. I'm trying to stay away from soda right now.
Yeah, I haven't drank soda in a while, but I drink these things called Zevia, which is soda made with stevia leaf, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I need to try that.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we banned soda out of our house. Because Jude was our main drinker of it, being the little man that he is. Nothing puts weight on him, I swear to God. But since
To be
wrestling
young
started,
again.
right?
Right.
Since wrestling started and he actually has to pay attention to his weight, he was like, I don't want any more pop. And I'm like, cool.
There we
So
go.
since like
Can do.
November, we
Right.
haven't had any soda in the house. Like he'll randomly have one,
Yeah.
but
Right.
that's it. I'm just like, cool, they're not in the house. I don't give a crap no more.
Right. So, what did you do before pest control?
I actually was a manager of dog daycares back when I lived in Ohio, Jenny, where you're from.
Woo!
Not quite the
Represent.
same part, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so dirty jobs were never, unbeknownst to me, but that's just kind of where I came from. Instead of cleaning up an old dog's, excrement, now I'm scraping up dead mice off of a crawl space floor.
That makes
Close
sense.
enough.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Same, but different. And I mean, if working at a dog daycare or working at a vet without being a vet paid more money, I probably still would have been in that industry, but I like to go where the money's at, and pest control can be very lucrative if you let it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Like I didn't realize how well people or how much people will pay to get rid of their problems. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they've tried every other action and hired other companies and okay, sure. I'll do
Yeah.
it for you. You're going to pay me
Absolutely.
for it, but I'll do it for you. Like our neighbor, she was having a rodent issue and trying to figure it out, obviously, like our vehicles sit right, like literally she could see him out of her living room window. But she finally came to us, told us about it. Nothing insane. It was very, very, very small seal up, blah, blah, blah. I think we charged her we charged her $300 for it. Nothing crazy. But, we set all the interior traps, walk back to the house, and within 10 minutes, she texts me that one of the traps went off and there's a rat captured in it, like by its back leg. So we go running back over there to get it. And she hasn't had any activity since then, because I asked her today, told her I'd be there Monday to check everything. And she's like, oh, you can pick it all up. Me and the husband are laughing about the $300 rat. I'm like, I mean, I'm sure you spent more on the randoms, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no, the stuff's going to remain there for the month because, well, rats are assholes. And one could show back up because it was a female as well. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's fun.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that was fun. They joke about the $300 rat. And I'm like, hey,
Right. Right.
it's just like when
Yeah.
you call a plumber for the $300 hairball.
Fair.
Or somebody pouring candle wax down a drain for some reason.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I wish that I can say I've only had one client do that, but I've had a handful of clients do that, and I don't know what possesses people to try to pour candle wax down their sink drain or their shower drain.
What in the hell? I was getting ready to say, sounds like you have experience in that because who the hell thinks of putting any kind of wax down a drain?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh my
My
God.
gosh.
All right, so we know that you do pest control and you love to make us all laugh on Facebook. What else do you do? What other hobby have you picked up recently?
Well, so I started doing stand-up comedy about, I think it's been 221 days. Back in June on Friday the 13th, I decided to try my hand at stand-up comedy. And it's been a really, really good sense of release and a hobby, just because I live in a really small mountain valley. Each town on average has anywhere from like 5,000 to 8,000 people in it, but I can get to 5 to 6 towns in about an hour and a half. And 5 years ago, this mountain valley did not have a stand-up comedy scene. And so every open mic night was literally just comics and their friends or their family. So I kind of hopped in a little late after they started to build a little scene that we can be proud of, and I started doing stand up first, and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to produce shows, and then I produced my first show the same night I actually tried stand-up comedy. And so the story goes like this. I put out a flyer on Facebook at the brewery right down the street from my house that, hey, we're doing an open mic stand-up comedy. Come out and support. And I was really, really banking on maybe 2 or 3 people in the crowd deciding that they also wanted to try stand-up comedy. Not a single person came up. And so it turned into me and my friend Adam, who was hosting the event. Both of us floundered around for a half hour each, and we turned it into an hour show.
It's awesome.
Nice.
And I always start out every single one of my sets. It doesn't matter if it's an open mic or I'm a feature act or I'm opening up for a headliner. I always start out one of my sets with a pest control joke. I stay
was
true
going
to
to
my
ask
roots.
if you brought pest control into it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nice. Because,
Pest
you know,
control is crazy.
yeah, well, it's like a
Yeah.
very niche thing, so...
It is.
But yeah, but I'm pretty sure everybody has dealt with some sort of pest somewhere in their life, and, you know, unless they've, like, were born and have lived in Antarctica their whole life.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure somebody has dealt with something somewhere. So everybody should be able to relate to it somehow.
Yes. And
Yeah,
the exterminator
my
is
last
always
set
funny.
that I feel
Mhm.
like if your pest control professional does not have a sense of humor, I just feel like generally most people in this industry, at least the long-term people or the lifers, you kind of have to have a sense of humor because we see some pretty wild things.
Yeah.
We sure do.
Yeah, whether it be death or random drugs or random toys that we shouldn't be seeing.
Oh, the toys are always the best.
Oh, yeah. And I actually, from, what was it? I think it was last episode with the rose toy thing. Yeah, I had to show
Yeah.
Brandon what one was. He was like, okay, I don't want to know, but I want to know. So I just Googled it really quick, pulled up an image. He was like, you women are gross.
Definitely mysterious creatures sometimes.
But that's what makes us fun.
Absolutely.
No denying it.
No,
Yes.
no, but my last set that I did a couple days ago, there was this lady in the crowd, and she had like a really big posh hat, like big furry hat, and like a big feather on it and beads. And so I like took it upon myself. My first control joke I did during my set, I looked like really deeply into her eyes, and I explained to her how bed bugs mate. Everyone
No.
around her lost it. She was horrified.
That is
God.
hilarious.
That's great.
Oh my god.
I thought you were going to like make some comment on her hat like it was like some raccoon that you would
Me
kill
too.
or something.
That's where I went with it too. That's hilarious.
No, I have made some raccoon jokes in the past. But my favorite one, which is definitely a dad joke, and it's not an original joke by me, and I generally do 99% jokes that I write, but I just love this raccoon joke so much, and I'd like to tell you two.
Yeah.
Why are raccoons so fat?
I don't know.
Because they're trash
Because they're-
pandas.
Because their diet's trash.
There we go.
Oh.
I was on it. I was
You
close.
were close.
You're very close, and it's sometimes nice to just reel the crowd in with a really lame dad joke, and then like
Yeah.
like 2 jokes after, it takes a real dark turn, and they're like, "Whoa, We were not expecting that.
Right. You were just wholesome. Now what?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like I I like to say that I go from like Mr. Rogers to George Carlin, like
There we
pretty
go.
quickly.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh God, that's just too great.
It's funny too because humor is actually how all of us know each other because of Pest Control Humor Depot. So, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's definitely something we all love here.
And we are 3 of your mod squad, if anybody is in it and listening.
Yes. How long ago did you join the mod squad, Tate?
I think it was probably a year and a half ago Brad made the worst decision of his life, and he offered me a position on the mod squad. But yeah, I think I actually just had my, because we're 2026, I think I just had my 3, maybe even 4-year anniversary of being on the depot.
Okay.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in it for a while, and yeah, the depot's just great because every one of us, we all come from different backgrounds, and something that we can all kind of vibe with is we're all in pest control, and
Yeah.
hopefully we find similar things to laugh at or similar things to bond over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I know as soon as we opened our business, because Brandon was in PCHD prior to me. Don't look it up because he's had like 3 different accounts since then, so it only looks like he's been in for like 6 months. No, I think it's been a year. But he was like, you need to join this one. And I think he told me to join another one. I don't remember. But he's like, you have to join this one. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And like, yeah, just like instantly fell in love. And I was brand new. I had no idea what the hell was going on. But it was still great. And I'm just like, hell yeah. But yes, I think I am the newest Mod Squad
Yeah.
person, being like just over 2 years now, because it was like right before the cheese stock that I went to. So I was 24. So yeah, I got invited to the mod squad right before that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I've made so many friends just through PCHD, and it's just nice to know so many people with also the same kind of humor. And yeah,
It
it's
really
awesome.
does help like alleviate like tension and anxiety or just built up anger that you've had, like because you had a crappy client, or normally it's not a client, normally it's a tenant, and then you just want to air it out, but most of us are sitting in our vehicles alone. So yeah, you can scream in your car, but you're not getting that feedback from other people going, yeah, I know how you're feeling, dude.
Right.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you have your employees or your supervisors or your coworkers, but it's still very much a very solitary job. Like you manifest your own destiny day to day with obviously there's things out of your control. Clearly like a bed bug job at 6 p.m. on a Friday, but it is it is very solitary, and some people like that. I'm personally very much a a people person, a people pleaser to a fault, and so being in a solitary job for as long as I have been, it's been good, but there's also there's also some bad things that come with being by yourself that often. Uh, at the end of the day, like shout out to PCHD for building that community where people can link in and connect with others.
Yes, definitely. And right now with what I'm doing with Trio, we just opened a new
I'm so proud of
office.
you.
Thank you.
Play
But
of the month.
yeah, I made a picture of myself and hung it in the office as Employee of the Month of Fort Wayne. And
I love that so much.
when Bill came in, he was just like, "You're the only employee," and I was like, "Exactly."
So if you didn't win it, then I would really, really be wondering what the hell you were doing.
Then Jim Bob, my skeleton, would win it.
Yeah, I forgot about Jim Bob.
But I'm getting a taste of what it's like to be an owner op, essentially, because I'm building that market by myself, and Bill comes up occasionally, and Brad has been up once, but it is kind of lonely. Like, I didn't realize, working for Big Box and then the Donnie and Marie like I did, you're always being texted by people or watched or followed even. Like, I'm just out there by myself.
Well, even at Trio and the indie branch, you were going to the office every morning and having that like chit
Yeah.
chat real quick in the morning. Now you don't
Yep.
have that. You go to the office and go, oh shit, it's empty in here. Okay.
Yep. I say, "Good morning, Jim Bob," my skeleton in the corner. So,
Just like
yeah.
any rational person would do. So start to talk to inanimate objects. It will keep you sane, I promise.
Yeah. My last name is Wilson, so maybe I should name it Wilson.
Or just like you
Wilson.
go get a Wilson volleyball and like rubber band it to his hand.
Yep.
I would love that so much.
And yes, being the maiden name of Wilson,
Yes.
and Castaway came out when my maiden name was Wilson, I got to hear it all the time. Just walking down the hallway at school, they'd, Wilson! And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, be original. So everyone pretty much probably knows you as Isitator, but now you've
Correct.
changed your name to Tate Jordan, and I'm guessing that has to do with the comedy scene.
Yes, it does. It does have to do with the comedy scene, just so people can find me a little bit better as far as the promotion company that I have on the side. Obviously, Pest Control pays my bills. Pest Control was my first love, but I just want other people to be able to find me. And one of my last shows back in October, before I did the name change back to my first and middle name instead of Isitator, we had a host of a show. He is an amazing guy. English is not his first language. And so when he brought me up on stage, he didn't say my stage name. He said my Facebook name, and he called me Isis Tater.
No.
Yeah, right. And so like and I'm not making a joke. I bombed that entire set. Like it was not a good night on the mic for me.
That
You're
is
just like the
hilarious.
terroristic potato sitting in the corner.
Yeah, right.
God. Isis Tater. Oh my god.
That is
Yeah,
so
right.
funny.
Yeah, like I just got shell shocked, and then when I got up, like the crowd just all looked at me, and it was not a very diverse crowd because I'm in Colorado. We are mostly white. So they were kind of shocked when I showed up wearing this raccoon shirt.
Right. But that is an amazing raccoon shirt, by the way. If anybody's watching
Thank
the
you.
YouTube, it is awesome.
It's a bunch of raccoons, and for whatever reason they're eating coconuts.
I don't know. Do raccoons eat coconut? I'm sure they do. They eat everything.
Yeah, I feel like they would eat a coconut.
Probably. Yeah, I could see him doing it. So what originally inspired you to use the name Isitator? Was it just to like not have your actual name on Facebook, or was there like a childhood story behind it?
No, it really was just to not have my first and last name on social media, and I just kind of like the ring of it because whenever I thought of Isitator or my friends back home, they'd say it using the Italian hand. Isitator.
Isitator.
Yeah, so it just kind of rolled off the tongue. But when I got with my current girlfriend, she has a nosy aunt, and she checked my profile, and she thought that I was foreign because she thought that my name was Isa.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That's too
Yeah.
great.
I'm just like, back in October when I changed the name, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be 30 next year. I think maybe I should go back to having my real name at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if it makes you feel any better, like obviously, I saw that your name changed to Tate Jordan. Because until just now, when you said it was your first and middle name, I thought it was your first and last name, because my mom's
Mhm.
last name right now is Jordan. So I
Okay.
just figured that was a first last name thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got my first and last name, and it's probably not super uncommon from anybody listening to the podcast. I got my name because my mom was reading a book when she was pregnant with me. That's how I got my name.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Do you know what book it was?
Yes, the book is called Palomino. And just to give you a synopsis of it, it's a story about this woman who she was a really successful person in like an ad agency in New York, and she was in a really abusive marriage, and she ended up leaving the guy, and she moved out to like the middle of nowhere, and she fell in love with this ranch hand named Tate Jordan, and Tate Jordan leaves the ranch because they get into a fight, and she gets thrown off a horse and gets paralyzed from the waist down. And then Tate Jordan comes back and realizes that she's paralyzed, and I guess it ends up making him love her even more, and they live happily ever after. And I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if I'm as good of a person as that Tate Jordan. My girlfriend seems to think so. We'll see. I really hope she never gets paralyzed.
No, hey, in the vows, no falling off horses.
Yeah, right. 100%. You can have chickens, you can have a goat, but no horses.
No horses. That's awesome. I've heard of getting and it always seems to be the boys for some reason, getting names from books. Brandon should have been, I'm not even going to say it because he'll probably kill me. I'll tell you guys off air.
Yes, please do.
But, yeah. So his
Like
mom
Theodore.
wanted to do that, and his dad was like, absolutely the fuck not. So he's very happy about that. My name came from, I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it was like my mom's best friend in high school that had like passed away or something. I think that's where my name came from. I think
Huh.
that's what I remember anyways. And then like
Aw.
my middle name is my mom's twin sister's middle name. So then, yeah, so my aunt's daughter has my mom's middle name.
Aw, it's
So
cute.
then, like, yeah, so my cousin gave her daughter that middle name. And then so everybody expected me to give my daughter my middle name. And I was like, no, I'm good.
And
I have a
Jenny,
very
were
old
you named
school middle
after
name.
Forrest Gump? Okay.
No, mine is pretty white trash.
Love it.
My mom claims that there was a hot nurse there that my dad was hitting on named Jennifer, and that's why.
Name
love
you
that
after
story.
the hot nurse.
I don't know. It's pretty white trash, bro.
I love that story. She did that just to punish your father. I love that
I
story.
guess.
Probs. It's great, but
That's crazy.
yes. So, random question. If you could be a famous comedian and travel the world, would you do that versus staying in pest control?
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Oh, right.
I would say yes, but I also keep myself grounded in the fact that the likelihood of that happening is not going to happen. Yeah. But at the same time, like if I could leave pest control and go be like a traveling zoologist and like have a TV show like Steve Irwin, like I would do that too.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Like,
Fair.
I don't ever foresee myself going viral. I'm perfectly content with the little promo company that I'm doing in this little slice of Colorado, and we're also bringing our first out of state touring comedian to Newcastle, the town that I live in, and he's actually from Candice Renee's area. He's from Oklahoma City.
Nice.
Woo, shout out to
Yeah.
Kandyce Renee.
Yeah, we love you, Candice.
Yeah. It's the first time I've actually had a friend also named Candace. I'm not even
Kandyce
joking.
with the C.
Yes. She's my
Yeah,
Candace with the C.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Besides you two, I don't know if I've met another Candice in
Right?
person.
Me neither.
There's not many of us, which is fine by me.
I
The only
know.
thing that
Yeah.
I hate is, like, when I was younger, I never got any of, like, the cool, like, keychains with my name on them because
Yeah.
they were never spelled right. So,
Right.
It's fair.
Fair. There's Jennies everywhere.
yeah. So apparently I had to pass it on to my children because I was never able to get them Kyra or Jude things.
Oh, yeah.
I
fair.
will say, "Hey Jude" is one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs.
Me too.
It's such a good song.
And no, he was not named after it. But yes, I do love the song. And when I think he was like 2 or 3 years old, it was playing in my room. I can't remember why it was on, but it was playing because it was playing, and so apparently he thought Dad was calling him. So he comes in, he's like, "What?"
Oh,
And then he's noticed it was a song, and he's like, "Is this my song?"
Aw,
And then
that's
he used to
sweet.
think that the St. Jude's commercials for the hospitals, he used to thought it said "Save Jude," and he was like, "Why do I need saved?"
That's
that's cute.
so adorable.
That is adorable.
Yeah, he's and everybody always asks me, "Oh, did you name him after the Beatles song?" No. For one, Brandon picked his name. He just really liked it. I got his middle name because I picked Kyra's first name and Brandon got her middle name. So,
Yep.
That's cute.
too much webbing of very tall buildings today.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. My 34-foot extension pole was all the way out multiple times. Oh, yeah.
Well, I was in a frozen tundra, so I did not do that.
Yeah, it
Send
started
that
out
over
pretty
this
cold
way,
here.
Jenny.
Right? I was about to ask you how, like, it's weird that I'm in snow and you aren't.
Yeah, it's the lightest winter I've ever seen being out here for 6, almost 7 years. Like, just recently this month, like, I've been going because generally I don't do outside services during the winter, but starting this month, like, I've literally been walking around the outsides and have been treating the entry points with the rodent repellent Propel just to give me something to do because there's no snow on the ground. It's
Mhm.
very shocking living in the mountains, not having snow.
That is crazy.
Are
Yeah,
you due for any with this storm coming or no?
I think up in Aspen is supposed to get some snow this weekend, but yeah, other several towns I take care of, no, we've been dry, and it's unfortunate for a couple different reasons. Number one, just for like the local economy. This part of the state relies a lot on tourism for skiing. And so everybody's dying right now, like the restaurants, the bars. But then from my side of the things is a light winter means a very hot, dry summer. So it's good in some regard because that means pests are going to be pretty wild going into springtime. But it's also bad because Candice, I don't know if you have a problem being on the West Coast, but fires are a really big concern out here.
oh, yeah.
Ooh.
We
That's
don't
scary.
typically get them here on the coast. They'll be a little bit more in the valley, a little bit farther east, but usually we get all the smoke from it. So that's always lovely.
Yeah.
But yes, there's always fires in the Pacific Northwest and California. But yeah, like every summer, like the whole freaking states are on fire. And I'm like, can we stop?
Yeah,
Right.
right. Because there's times like where like the fire is so bad, like I will have to shave my beard and like put on my respirator or like put on like a face mask while I'm doing outside spray services because COPD is no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's last year. It got like that for me with the Canada fires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you
And
guys get their smoke.
yeah, because I'm
Oh, yeah.
Northwest Ohio, Northeast Indiana is where I work, but it got real creepy and weird, like the sky's orange and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was a first for me because I'm from South Ohio. I'm from Dayton, so I've never seen smoke fires before. At least not like that.
Yeah, it's when they're like the smoke's so thick that the sun is like just casting this orange reddish hue over the
Mhm.
whole sky. Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
It
We
is.
had one like that one year when we actually did have a fire here on the coast, and Jude has asthma. So, yeah, we were like, you're not allowed to go outside. And he was so mad because it was, he was younger. He wanted to go outside and play. Actually, I think it was during like COVID. So he was tired of being inside. He's like, I just want to play in my yard. Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
You're not going to be able to breathe when you go out there.
right. That's the problem with having a cattle dog right now is that there's snow and like I don't want to go out there, but she wants to go out there.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Speaking of dogs, Tate, I know that you are a huge lover of Great Danes. Do you still
Yeah.
have one?
No, I don't. After my mom's Great Dane passed away, I was too busy with my business, and to be honest, I was having some mental health problems, and so I ended up relinquishing the dog to my mom, and Stella is happy as can be. She's sleeping on her couch all the time. It gives my mom something to do when she's not playing with my sister's kids, and Stella's living a lot better life with her.
Aw.
My girlfriend just moved in with me recently, and she has two very amazing cats. I never thought that I'd be turning into a cat guy, if I'm being honest. I used to talk so much shit on cat guys, but here I am starting to turn into a cat guy. But we've talked about it maybe like a year down the line, because she will be getting a work from home job. We've been thinking about getting a Great Dane again.
That's cute.
That's awesome. I've
Yeah.
never had a Great Dane. I've actually never even had an interaction with a Great Dane. But like seeing
you're missing
videos of
out.
them, right? I know. I love dogs. I have 3 currently.
Mhm.
But like
Love that.
seeing videos of them and then just like pictures, like I've seen like pictures of Stella and stuff when you had her. They just remind me of Labrador retrievers, just bigger and doofier. Like
There's there's definitely a reason that Scooby-Doo is a Great Dane. They very much act like Scooby-Doo. They're incredibly loyal, incredibly loving, but they're big scaredy cats.
That's so cute.
oh my god. It's funny like when big dogs are afraid of things.
I look hilarious standing next to a Great Dane
But
because I am 4'9", so like
4'9"?
that thing is like a horse to me. I'm about to fucking mount that thing and ride off into the sunset.
Kyra had an interaction with the Great Dane when she was in Ohio at the beginning of this month. They were checking out, her and her friends were checking out their new apartment building. And she said she was like leaning on the counter. And then she just like feels this presence over her shoulder and she like turns her head and it's this big, huge, massive Great Dane face. She's like, Jesus. And Kyra's not short. Kyra's 5'7", 5'8", somewhere right in there. So, but yeah, it was like just chilling in her head. She's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they can be very intimidating for anybody that's not a dog person, but if you
Yeah.
are a dog person, you know what a Great Dane is, and they're generally very loving dogs.
Right.
You're a Great Dane dude. I guess I would have to be the lab lady because my last 5 dogs have been a lab mix of some sort. Currently, I have one
Labs are
sleeping on my
great
lap.
too. Yeah, just like dogs in general are amazing. But every time like I meet something like a Chihuahua, I just like, for me, it's just like I don't understand how a dog that's like less than 10 pounds is considered a dog.
It's a cat.
Personally, yeah,
No, I
Glorified
agree.
rodent.
yeah. It's okay. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, I really like Frenchies. I think they're just fucking adorable, but they are like a puppy that just stays a puppy forever. And it's
Yeah.
just like they're just so cute though.
And they have
Yeah.
so many health problems.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep. I used to service when I worked for that Donnie Marie company. I serviced a house that had a Frenchie, and I'd pull into the driveway. There'd be no dog in sight, but as soon as I got into park, you would just hear like tapping around my car because it's circling and jumping up, like, and I'd open the
Yes.
door, and there it is, and I'm just like, Jesus.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. I
Yes.
love seeing clients' dogs. It's my favorite part
too.
of the week.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I had
Clients-
one today. She's a yellow lab that lives out on a farm. She looks just like my yellow lab that's asleep on me right now. But her name is Sadie, and she is just the absolute best. Like, she'll follow you around, she'll find a stick for you to throw, or go find one of her toys, so you just throw it out, do what you're doing. She brings it back to you 15 minutes later. But as soon as Dad has to leave to go, work out on the farm, oh, she don't give two shits about you anymore. She is up in that truck and gone. And she
That's
taught
cute.
herself to do it. Like, they have like a huge flatbed truck. I don't know what the hell it is. But yeah, she just taught herself to like, hey man, if I want to go with Dad, I got to get in this thing.
I gotta go. That's too cute. Have you ever been attacked by a dog on the job?
Yeah. I've been attacked. The only time I've actually ever been attacked by a dog doing pest control, which like it's crazy because I've had clients over the years that like have had cane corsos and Rottweilers and pit bulls and German shepherds. The only dog that ever attacked me was a Shih Tzu.
Wow.
I could see
And
that.
and it latched onto my Achilles tendon and like did the shake.
Ooh.
No.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was pretty upsetting because I knew this dog didn't like me, and generally the old client was pretty good about putting the dog away, but it was just one of those things. She had a lapse in judgment thinking that the dog was getting better, and I was literally like running away from it, like yelling, get your dog, like, and I'm about to like run into a room and shut the door, and it just like comes in and just latches onto me.
No,
Ow. Ooh.
How about you
That's
two? Have you ever been attacked by a dog?
yes,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah. I got teeth sunk into a butt cheek by
No.
a pit bull. I almost like you,
Oh,
I
ouch.
almost got away. Almost got away. I was turning around to close the gate and it just
Yeah,
and
my
then-
only on the job one is I was actually inspecting one of my old college friends' her house. And I know her dogs. I've met her dogs. So but they haven't seen me in a long time. So I walk up and they're standing there at the like cattle guard gate, and I stuck my hand out and I, called his name, and I can't remember what it is right now. But like he's barking, and he just reached right through that damn gate and just ripped my finger open. I was like, thanks, bro.
Ooh. Yeah.
So I didn't want
ouch.
to tell her, but so I'm like trying to hide my hand the whole time. I was there for like an hour just chatting with her and inspecting, and I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so fucking bad.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Bad
my only
dog.
on the job one. Yeah.
Right.
I've had one other time, like recently, that I've been bit by a dog, and it's because I had my dogs at the dog park, and my old girl, she's like almost 10. She is very boundary driven. Stay away from me. I don't like you. Do that like snarl snap, and dogs will leave her alone.
Absolutely.
And this pit bull did not want to leave her alone because the pit bull was deaf. So it started to fight her.
Aw. Oh
And
no.
I wasn't trying to pull them apart. I know better. But they had separated, so I grabbed my dog's collar. But as soon as I did that, the pit bull jumped back over and got my damn finger. It's always my fingers. I don't. Yeah,
Ouch.
I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. But my dog didn't even get hurt because she's got such like thick fur on her neck because she's half lab, half golden retriever. So she's got this like massive thick fur that the dog kept going for. She got like a little tiny nick on her ear that like speckle blood. I'm like, okay, you're good.
That's awesome.
So, Jenny, I saw you drinking out of something earlier, and
Yeah.
you too, Tate. What are you guys drinking out of?
Special Tony Spangler. I have a mug. And
We got-
yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, we got
Special
from my
debut,
very-
Brad.
Yeah, I think it was my very first time being on TFTC. I had Tony make sure that I got Brad in a gimp suit, and it stays in my kitchen so I can look at Brad whenever I'm feeling sad.
That's great.
I remember that whole gimp suit thing, but I don't remember how the hell it came about. But I remember the post about it.
Yeah, I think I went through like a month period, like 2 summers ago, where I was just hyper sexualizing Brad publicly on the
Yeah, there we
depot.
go.
Which, I mean, he deserves it. He's a good looking man.
Don't
Now
do
Russell
it too
does it.
loud. I was about to say Russell's gonna be all up in that shit.
Yeah, he's probably in the comments somewhere.
That's great. Oh my gosh.
But these are from spanglerart.com.
Yes.
You can get
Yep.
full-size 20-ounce tumblers, double wall insulation, any type of design you want, as you can see. Got your rubber bottom, lids, and straws.
Rubber bottom.
Yes.
And then they also do your ceramic mugs now. I believe these are 16 ounces. Do you remember? Or maybe they were
Yeah.
14. I can't remember. It's perfect amount, though. Ew, mine's dirty.
Right. My trio one stays at the office now because Bill did get me a little coffee maker for the office so that
Nice.
I love that.
but I have an hour drive to the office, so I drink a cup before I leave and a cup when I get there. So I'm zooted by the time I get out on my route. Fully caffeinated. But yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Jenny,
Love
I've
my-
been meaning to ask you, your plaque that they made you, did they intentionally spell manager wrong to mess with you?
I don't know.
I didn't even realize it was...
Me neither.
Does it say manager?
Yeah, it
Does
says it says manager.
Nuh-uh.
So
I never
didn't
even paid
notice.
attention to that.
yeah, I feel like they totally did that to mess with you.
Probably.
It
if
did
so,
come from Brad, so...
It does. Holy shit. That's hilarious.
I'm usually really quick to pick up on misspelled words like that
Get
because
your
it just
money
looks
back,
wrong.
Brad. It was Brad who bought
100%.
that. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even notice that. I was just like excited for you to have it.
Right?
That is
Whoops.
so funny. Now I'm mind blown.
Yeah, you better tell Brad tomorrow. You better get his money back.
Manger.
Absolutely.
Good job, branch manager.
Yeah. It's so funny though because I have the title branch manager just because I'm the only person out there, but like he's still my manager.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to give him shit, but I need him around, so
That the manager can't spell manager.
Nope.
exactly.
God. Wait,
Too funny.
did you get new business cards or anything? Do they say branch manager on there?
I hope so.
Bill would have ordered that, so
Okay.
hopefully that says
God, that's too funny.
that
Good
is
catch,
too funny.
Tate. Good job.
I know.
Thank you.
I'm surprised nobody commented that either.
Yeah.
I was shocked too, and I didn't want to be the one to comment.
Right.
Not trying to be the spelling person here, but you know.
Yeah, right?
'Cause-
I will leave that to Daryl.
Right, there we go. When I passed my B for termite, I misspelled, or I put A or something,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember that.
and like a bunch of people were like, "Don't you mean this?" And I was like, "Ah, fuck.
Like, whatever. I passed it.
Whatever.
I'm happy. Fuck off.
I could do termite. Shut up."
There's more than I can do. I'm not licensed for termite.
That is so funny. Thank you for pointing that out.
That's great. We're all going to have to razz Brad now. All of
Yes.
us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So as everybody can see, if you're watching, Tate has disappeared. He has lost power at his house, so he's unable to join us. But So we don't leave you on a cliffhanger since he was trying to tell us his favorite memory. He did tell me and Jenny, and he said his favorite main memory was the first time he tried to trap a raccoon. He accidentally trapped a coyote in the cage. That would be a hell of a thing to like walk up to.
Say,
like,
sup, bro?
You're not trash panda.
You are angry dog.
Yeah, angry dog, trash panda. Big difference.
Big difference. I'm curious as to how he did that. But
we'll have to ask him and then just like read the story or something.
Yeah, definitely.
So next week, what are we doing
yes.
next week?
Yeah, next week we are having our editor on,
Hey.
which is my husband.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did my husband, which, I mean, he's in pest control, so it kind of makes sense. But we also have to do Jay, which is your husband, because he is our editor, and he is a spouse of pest control, which I can attest to that is a crazy goddamn thing. You know, prior to me being in it as well. But yeah, I think it'll be lots of fun. And then everybody will get to meet our editor. And then, well, if you watch, you'll be able to see the face to the beginning of our podcast.
Yes.
Because he does those too.
Yes, does the intros. Definitely. And Tate did say, thank you so much, ladies. I'm so sad I can't publicly thank you for having me on the pod. That's okay, Tater.
We love you
can't help. We love you.
You can't help that you lost power.
Yeah, that is wild. But at least it happened like right at the end.
Right?
So.
Yeah, not like at the beginning where we're going, okay, what do we do now? It would have been a shooting the shit episode with you.
Exactly. Like,
which is never a bad episode anyways.
Absolutely. But yeah.
Do you have anything else for us?
Nope. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of Pestrogen Podcast. It was a blast talking with Tate Jordan tonight. So catch us next week and go out and kick some ass.
Bye.
Bye.